Hey everyone. As you can see, I'm back at home for the weekend. I've gotten to a lower step down program where I'm able to be home more. And that means I don't have to be back until tomorrow night, which means I can record in my room with my good keyboard. Well, with my favorite keyboard, you should say. Anywho, we are going to get into another backstory in just a second, but before we do, make sure you give this video a like, subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying this, and leave a comment below saying what you want to hear, what you want out of this channel. So yeah, do all three and I will get to you. Today's backstory is one of the hymns by Fanny Crosby. She wrote over 800 hymns in her lifetime. Some of them I know, some of them I don't. Maybe a good goal would be trying to learn all 800 of them. At least be familiar enough to play them. Anywho, before we get in, just any issues. So we don't have any issues. Everything I'm getting is from Then Sings My Soul by Robert J. Morgan and published by Thomas Nelson. They own all of the copyright, everything for this book. I just own my summary and the playing of the hymn. So today's hymn is All the Way My Savior Leads Me by Fanny Crosby, which, as we probably all know, she was blinded when she was just a baby by a quack doctor who put a warm poultice over her eyes because she had an eye infection, and it wasn't really just warm, it was scalding. So it scarred baby Fanny's eyes real bad, and she ended up going blind. Now, not 100% totally blind. She could discern night and day, but she couldn't tell what was in front of her. So, I mean, technically blind, but not fully blind. So, as she grew up, she really wasn't bitter about her situation. She said that being blind was one of the greatest gifts that she could ever have, because it stimulated her other senses to be stronger. Her touch, her smell, her hearing, everything was stronger because of it. And also, since she couldn't see what was going on around her, she would be able to focus more on her writing, mainly hymns. I'm trying to remember a poem that she wrote when she was very young. I can't remember, but when I do remember it or find it, I will put it in the description or in the comments. It's a very well-known poem that she wrote. Something about being content that she was blind. And she wrote that when she was a child. I don't think I would have been able to write that if I were blind as a child. I like to see. I like to play piano. With being blind, she was also able to memorize more of the Bible. She memorized the Gospels, Proverbs, the first 5 books of the Old Testament. I mean, how many of us can say that we've memorized that much of the Bible? I sure can't. I mean, I've memorized a lot of it, just in different areas of the Bible, but whole books, I can't say that I have memorized that. On my bucket list too. It is. About being able to memorize the Bible, she says, "This holy book has nurtured my entire life. She said that when she was 85 years old. So, strong Christian. She also didn't blame the doctor that made her blind. Let's see. But she did say that if she ever got to meet him, she would actually thank him for what he did to her and for the gift that being blind gave her. Now, the backstory to this particular hymn, All the Way My Savior Leads Me, was actually inspired by one event, and it was she didn't have enough money to pay her rent one day, and she was just praying, seeking the Lord's guidance, and even begging him to provide her money. And it says, just as she committed the matter to God in prayer, a stranger appeared at her door and pressed a $10 bill in her hand before disappearing. Now, it was the very amount that she needed to pay her rent. I mean, that's only God. First of all, only God can do that. Second of all, can we bring back those rent prices? I mean, that would be very nice. But that event in 1874 prompted her to write the poem, All the Way My Savior Leads Me. And then it was set to music by Robert Lowry in 1875. So there we have it. A little bit about Fanny Crosby and the backstory of All the Way My Savior Leads Me. We're going to go ahead and play it. about the mess about the very end. I couldn't find my place, but that happens, and I'm just real on this channel. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your week. Maybe I'll see you before next Sunday. But if I don't, have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Bye.